I have had several challenges. I'll mention three because of time. The first was my in-laws who opposed me accepting the truth. It was over the blood issue. My sister-in-law, Mabel Edge, stood up for me. The results? I studied with her and her daughter and several family members. Most became witnesses. My second challenge, how will my service affect me now that I have to raise my two children alone since their father no longer loved the truth? Chuck was 13, Rick was 8. Now I have to find a full-time job. I did house cleaning, but it was not enough to pay my mortgage. I went to Ecker Drugs to fill out an application. The manager said they just hired a girl. I went back again to check on the job, and as soon as I got home, the phone rang, and the manager said to come back, and then because the new girl did not work out. The results, I was so happy I got the job. When I worked afternoons, I had Brother Hersey, an elder, who would pick up the boys for Tuesday night meetings. I got off at 9:15, went to the meetings, and heard the last talk, song, and prayer, because the meetings ended at that time at 9:30. Then the boys and I came home. Then I had Thursdays off and opened my home for service for the Friends. April and October were very special months, so I would ask, and I was auxiliary pioneer. I worked 21 years at Eckerd's, received rewards, and I retired in 1987. And to this day, I continue to use my home for service for the Friends. A privilege to do so, as Jehovah has done so much for me. My third challenge was that I had my heart attack in 2001. I had to have a triple bypass. Recovery took weeks. Chuck and Jeannie cared for me at their home. I continue to have heart issues. My service now is limited, but with the loving help of family and friends, I get out to do my magazine route, and I do a letter writing. I love really going to the meetings, but when I can't, I just have to listen in. I'm November the 23rd. I have anniversary of 63s. That was my dedication day. Yes, Jehovah has and continue to grasp my hand.
Thank you, Sister Petrie, for those heartfelt comments. We would like to ask you just one more thing. For someone who maybe hasn't been in the truth as long as you have and doesn't have all of the decades in a relationship with Jehovah to look back on and how many times he's held your hand through the years, what would you say to someone? Do you think that they can count on Jehovah when they're going through difficult times?
To our young ones and little older ones, it's so important that we trust in Jehovah, be regular at meetings and service, and to find your associations with the mature ones. And don't be afraid to work with the older ones. They have much experience and encouragement. You want to deepen them. You want to trust in them also. And trust in our elders who lovingly will help you. Satan's out there to distract you. There's so much today compared to even my day. And technology is a help, but you must be balanced and take knowledge. So return to Jehovah and trust in him, and please pray to him constantly.
Thank you, Sister Petrie, again for those comments.
Minutes.